All right. Good morning, Carlos. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm doing well. I appreciate you hopping on with me this morning. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
So, pretty much, again, my name is Carlos Hernandez. My general background is in customer service. I do have data entry experience as well, but again, my background is mostly customer service. I've been in customer service for about, I want to say, 12 plus years. About
Okay.
I've done everything from call centers to in person, so I've pretty much played the whole field already.
All right. Awesome. Your previous position that you had as a bridge coordinator, what is that exactly?
So it actually was at the homeless shelter. Pretty much what I did is that I worked the back desk of the homeless shelter. I did intakes. I took care of the actual homeless that were living in the facility at the time. So I helped them out as far as feeding them, helping them with any information that they needed to get, as far as trying to get them a job, or even trying to just get them general information about uh, medical information or anything like that. Any information that they needed. If they needed to see uh their counselor, I would go ahead and tell them, okay, we can go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and see when she's available. I'll let her know, and then we'll pretty much set up a time from there. Stuff like that.
Okay. Very nice. And then it looks like, going back to, some of your other experience on the customer service side, you were with Ticonderoga for 4 years, and you were doing, looks like some data entry there, and then some resolution as far as it comes to the customer service. So that's good. Um, and then you were a driver for a little while too. Do you have a CDL license?
I do not have a CDL license. Pretty much when I was driving, I was doing it for, it was for, technically, they were contracted by Volusia Schools. What it
Okay.
was is that it was taking a child that was disabled, that couldn't get to school through normal means like the bus, pretty much picking him up at home with, it was a normal van
Okay.
that we just that had the wheelchair accessibility. So I would go ahead, pick him up, put him into the van, make sure he was strapped in, safe and secure, and then drive him to school. Make sure that I drop him off with a teacher, and then pretty much drive home. And then later on that day, pick him up from school, do the same thing, put him into the van, strap him in, make sure he was safe and secure, and drive him back home, and then unload him to and deliver him to his mother. And that
Okay.
was what I did.
Okay. Gotcha. And what are you looking for long term? What's important to you in a position?
So right now, what's important to me, because I'm currently living with my mother, so I want something that I can support myself honestly. Something that I don't have to worry about. Okay, I need to either get gas or I need to get food. Something that's more sustainable for me,
Okay,
honestly.
stability, absolutely. Okay. Righty. And as far as the skill sets when it comes to Microsoft Office platforms, I'm sure you probably have proficiency in that based off of what you've done, in the past. So, are you looking for a customer service position again? Where do you see yourself? Is there an industry that you want to, stay in? I mean, are you flexible? What are you looking for realistically?
Realistically, I'm a little burnt out on customer service because again, I've been doing it for so long.
Sure.
What I really am looking for is something like data entry, because I love data entry, because when I did it with Ticonderoga, it was something that I really, really enjoyed. Um, I'm very detail oriented as
Okay.
far as making sure that everything gets put in correctly.
Okay.
Um, so what I did with them was order data entry. So pretty much orders would come in, I would go ahead and review the order, put it into the system, make sure everything was correct in the system, and then I would just throughout. pretty much throughout the time that the order was being processed, check in with our manufacturing team, make sure everything was on schedule, send out emails to the customers or the sales reps, pretty much stating, okay, this is where your order is at this point, just making sure that everything's okay. This is what I have. They would go ahead and confirm. I would get, and then once I would give them an estimated ship date. Once it actually shipped, I would go ahead and email again. Okay, this side was shipped according to, depending on the carrier that we use, DHL, FedEx, UPS.
Okay.
This is when they're expecting it to be delivered. Make sure that everything was getting delivered at a proper time. If they needed it for an event or something, make sure that that was also being done at a proper time. But yeah, what I'm honestly looking for is more like that. Honestly,
Okay.
it's because again, customer service is great. I've done it most of my life, but it can get a bit taxing at times.
I completely understand. Absolutely. All right. Well, I think I have everything I need from you right now. So I appreciate you taking a couple moments with me, and then you and I will be back in touch, hopefully. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.